New, local, unique. MyTV53 News at 8 starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to the San Joaquin Valley's only 8 p.m. news. I'm Giovanna Casanova. Happy Friday. It's January 26, 2024. As we are ending the week, let's check in with MyTV53's Marcus Esparza with the big story as we are on Pump Patrol tonight. Marcus?
Are you looking for some of the best gas prices in town? Well, stop by Easy Trip, located off West and Shaw here in Fresno. With the average price gas in Fresno being around $4.42, with Easy Trip gas stations, regular and unleaded, you're saving around $1 a gallon. This gas station is convenient, especially being located in the central Fresno area, with cars lining up and some saying it's worth the wait. The MyTV53 crew spoke with this customer at the gas station.
It's right here and pretty much in the middle of between Shaw, the busy spots. I typically go to Herndon and 99, but I know this is the same kind of gas, the same people. So I work nights, so during the day it's not too busy, it's not too packed, it's pretty convenient. You can get in and out in 5, 10, 15 minutes, so it's really not bad at all.
The gas prices may not stay this low for very long, so get over to Shaw and West if you do want the best deal in town.
In California, you're still paying the most out of any other state in the U.S., with that average at $4.71 compared to $4.81 just 1 month ago. California has higher taxes, more regulations when it comes to its driving fuel. But where is it going this year? Well, most analysts that I have spoken with believe that gasoline will be, for the average, for the year nationally, at around $3.
Gas under $4 is really hard to come by here in California, so every little bit helps around times like these. I'm Marcus Esparza with MyTV53 News at 8.
Thanks, Marcus. This just in from Merced Police. Attention Kia and Hyundai owners. Free steering wheel locks will be available for you at the Sunstar building this weekend. The police department says you can come by tomorrow, Saturday, January 27th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Police say it's first come, first serve, as there is a limited supply. Also new from Merced PD, the department is now offering free seasonal stickers.
Today, we would like to introduce our Vision sticker. This sticker has all the values the Merced Police Department stands for. Here are all the values highlighted in the sticker.
We are caring.
We are compassionate.
We are dedicated.
We're professional.
We are courageous.
We have integrity.
We are community focused. To get this sticker, ask any of our friendly officers or come down to any one of our stations. We appreciate your continued support.
Well, turning to the news in the South Valley now, a Visalia teen has been arrested after social media video shows him with a gun on school campus. On Wednesday, Visalia PD detectives were made aware of a video circulating on social media. The video featured 18-year-old Logan Cox of Visalia displaying a firearm and claiming to be on a school campus. Detectives immediately began investigating and discovered that Cox attended Kings Valley Academy in the city of Tulare. Detectives visited the school and verified that the background shown in the video was the same as the school campus. They were informed that Cox had already left for the day. To gather more evidence, detectives obtained and served a search warrant at the suspect's home on North Valley Street in Visalia. During the search, 2 firearms were found, one of which matched the unique gun seen in the social media video. The Visalia Police Department is seeking assistance from the public in solving the 2022 murder of 40-year-old Juan Carlos Vieira. On January 24, 2022, at approximately 8:19 p.m., officers were called to the 200 block of East Houston Avenue for a report of an assault with a deadly weapon. When officers arrived on the scene, they found 40-year-old Juan Carlos Vieira suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was transported to Cahuilla Health, where he died from his injuries. 2 years have passed since the tragic incident. The VPD Violent Crimes Unit is urging anyone with any information to please come forward. And the investigation continues after a man was found bleeding behind a downtown Visalia building. On Wednesday, just before 10 a.m., VPD officers were called to Brewbakers in downtown Visalia for a report of a man who had possibly jumped from the top of the building. When officers arrived, they found a man covered in blood behind the Brewbakers building. The man was transported to Cahuilla Health, where he died from injuries. If you know anything about this case, call Visalia PD. It was a busy day on Wednesday for the Fresno Fire Department. Fresno firefighters were on the scene of a hazmat incident near Palm and Knees. This was at the large glass office building near GB3 Fitness. Hazmat team members spent the day investigating reports of a strange odor in the building. No word if anyone was hurt. Earlier in the day, Fresno firefighters were called to the Kohl's department store on East Alluvial Avenue for a reported structure fire. When firefighters arrived, they found a fire burning in a commercial compactor. The store was evacuated while crews worked to remove smoke from the building. No one was seriously hurt. Happening tonight in Clovis, a DUI checkpoint will be at an undisclosed location within the city of Clovis. Checkpoint locations are chosen based on a history of DUI crashes and arrests. The primary purpose of checkpoints is not to make arrests, but to promote public safety by deterring drivers from driving impaired. During the checkpoint, officers will look for signs that drivers are under the influence of alcohol and/or drugs. And new at 8, we have a traffic alert for drivers in Clovis. Now through March 25th, Ashland will be closed between Highland and McCall, and Thompson will be closed between Shaw and Ashland. Construction will consist of installing utilities, median installation, and road work. The city says to please follow detour signs for Shaw Avenue. Turning to our weather for the weekend ahead, a warming trend is expected across Central California Saturday through Tuesday. Near record warmth is expected through the San Joaquin Valley Monday afternoon. Near record warmth is anticipated in parts of the San Joaquin Valley Tuesday afternoon. A cooling trend will begin Wednesday. This comes as a significant atmospheric river may impact Central California in early February. There is a high risk, greater than 60% chance of hazardous heavy rain in the Sierra Nevada, below 7,000 feet and adjacent foothills. Excessive rainfall may cause flooding and mudslides. Here are rain amount probabilities for select locations in the Sierra Nevada and adjacent foothills from 4 a.m. Thursday, February 1st until 4 a.m. Friday, February 2nd. We will have your full forecast coming up later in this newscast. And finally, in your first few minutes of nonstop news at 8, the Olympic Winter Games are turning 100 years old, marking a revolutionary century of mountain sports. But the Olympics have had a tenuous relationship with the environment over the years. They have often been devastating to the natural world of host countries, and now climate change may be devastating to the Winter Olympics. Our partners at France 24 USA, here's reporter Matthew Chachut.
100 years ago, the first ever Winter Olympic Games opened in Chamonix, France. Originally, there were only a few sports: bobsled, curling, hockey, skating, and Nordic skiing. The games brought attention and money to winter retreats.
There were a number of, at the time, almost unknown winter sport destination, little mountain resorts, who became Olympic regions and put themselves on the world map in this way, enhancing tourism, in this way benefiting from the input of the games and the economic impact.
But in the past few decades, the Olympics have become huge undertakings and have often been destructive to the environments of host countries. At the Sochi Olympics in 2014, construction led to illegal waste dumping into water conservation areas and the destruction of animal migration trails. At the 2022 Olympics in Beijing, 100% of the snow had to be artificially created using vast amounts of water and energy. In the future, the International Olympic Committee has vowed to be more sustainable, making it policy to respect biodiversity and reduce their carbon emissions.
French Out 2030, Salt Lake City 2034, Switzerland 2038. They all use existing capabilities. They are all having at the very core sustainability. They are all very flexible projects.
In the near future, however, the IOC estimates that climate change will mean that only 10 to 12 countries will be able to host winter events.
That was France 24 USA's Manu Charchut, and that does it for your first few minutes of nonstop news at 8. But still ahead.
I'm Athena, the Greek goddess of gossip. Madonna's getting sued, and Justin Timberlake has a brand new song out. We're so excited about it. Gossip is coming up next.
And the city of Clovis has a new transit center. I'll have the latest tonight at 8.
But next, the 2024 point-in-time count has been completed for the city of Bakersfield, and we will take a full look at your weekend weather forecast. New, local, unique. This is MyTV53 News at 8.
This is MyTV53 News.
City of Clovis has just announced a transit center ribbon cutting to the public, and they were invited to that ceremony. The transit center in Clovis opens its doors to employees and dispatchers due to an overcrowded amount of people at the old location at 155 North Sunnyside. The new building located at 785 3rd Street in Clovis. The new building also features a special tribute in his name, William H. Harry Armstrong. Harry Armstrong served as a city council member for the city of Clovis and mayor for 45 years from 1979 to 2015.
Yeah, so the Landmark Square project itself was, the idea was brought forth in 2013.
The new 7,000 square foot facility will act as a dispatch and administration center for Clovis Transit and features a public lobby that will be open Monday through Friday for information and assistance in new office spaces and a new break room for a growing number of staff and transit drivers. A new training room fully equipped for city events, seminars, and training. The training room has already been used for a number of regional, state, and federal training courses and is set to become a local voting center for upcoming elections. And the City of Clovis would like to remind its residents that all rides are free, and for those that want more information, you can go to www.clovistransit.com. Reporting for MyTV53 News at 8, I'm Louis Vale.
The 2024 point-in-time count has been completed. Hundreds of volunteers were canvassing the streets this week in Bakersfield to count the number of individuals experiencing homelessness. The city says getting an accurate count will help in getting funding to better serve those experiencing homelessness. The Bakersfield-Kern Regional Homeless Collaborative helped lead this effort, and final tally will be out soon. Well, tonight we're learning more about the Tehachapi High School girls wrestling team. Earlier this month, the team even took part of the Lady Trojan Invitational at Foothill High School. Watch now.
The girls program's always been part of the high school program for over 10, 12 years type thing. We've had girls wrestling, but this year the school district has actually decided to have a standalone program and has hired coach and staff for that program. Well, girls wrestling is the fastest growing sport in America, let alone California. This year we have 16 girls wrestling. It's the most girls we've ever had in Tehachapi wrestling.
I love having an official girls team because last year there was only 4, which it was still great. I loved wrestling with the girls, and if we didn't have enough girls, then guys too.
This is our first year to have a girls program, and my first year being a coach for the Tehachapi girls wrestling program, so I just want to do as much as I can so that I could help these girls thrive in their first year.
And these young ladies are very interesting. They have lots of great goals, you know, from being nurses to physical therapists, you know, so it's fun to see what they want to do.
A proud moment I've had for this season was winning first place and then winning against girls I felt like I couldn't win against, and either winning by points or pinned.
You want to make sure that they want to come back next year, that they bring a friend, that this program continues to grow and it continues to thrive. Even though we're a small town, we could be someone or somebody that is going to make history.
I love wrestling and I've got a passion for it, and to just try it out. If you don't like it and if it's not your sport, then it's okay, but at least give it a chance.
Their season will continue the rest of this month, and the girls are also looking forward to February.
MyTV53 News continues with the Valley's local forecast.
Tell you how I'm feeling.
Welcome back. All new from our partners at Cal Matters. In a sign of the ongoing threats to its precious groundwater stores, half a dozen regions in California rank among the world's most rapidly declining aquifers, according to research published late this week. Globally, lack of local water drives migration, poverty, starvation, and violence. While in California, it drives decades-long regulatory battles over how to stop overpumping by growers. To learn more about this, head to calmatters.org. Well, it is Friday, and it's time to see what's happening in the world of Hollywood. Our Greek goddess Athena Matsikis joins us now.
I'm Athena, the Greek goddess of gossip, and you know Madonna's song, Time Goes By So Slowly. She was two and a half hours late. I'm assuming it was somewhere in New York. It was definitely at a concert. Madonna. I'm seeing her in Sacramento next month, so she better not be late, but in actuality, I don't care because it's a Saturday night and I can sleep in on Sunday. But these two women were so upset because they had to wake up for work the next morning. From Brooklyn, New York, these two women are suing Madonna and I guess her management because I don't know why time went by so slowly or why she was so late. But in a Brooklyn federal court, Michael Fellows and Jonathan Haddon, I thought they were ladies. I guess not, they're men, say that they bought tickets to a show on December 13th. I was right. It was in New York as part of Madonna's celebration tour. The lawsuit says the show was advertised to start at 8:30. But Madonna, who's now 65 years old, to me she's still young, didn't start singing till after 10:30. I'm assuming it was in the middle of the week, and that's why these two young men had to be at work the next day. So we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I'm seeing her in Sacramento next month, and I'm assuming she's done this before. She's been late, and she's been sued before. So it could go either way for all of us seeing her in the Bay Area in Sacramento. Justin Timberlake, let me see if you guys can actually hear this song. Justin Timberlake performed like a private, it might have been public, but he didn't charge anyone. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. He performed all of his new music and old music, I believe, for free in Memphis just a couple nights ago. He's got a new song out. It's called Selfish. See if you guys can hear it. Can you hear it, Marcus? I love it. It kind of reminds me of, isn't it nice? It's definitely Justin Timberlake. It almost reminds me of Bieber a little bit. I think I'm really going to like it. And in order to promote his new music, he's going to be on all, the Jimmy Fallons and Jimmy Kimmel and all the talk shows this coming up weekend, Saturday Night Live. If you haven't seen Justin Timberlake on Saturday Night Live, he is so funny. Check him out, or at least whatever you call it these days, tape. VCR, DVR, you know the usual. Tape it. Hush, hush, and off the record, and on the QT, I'm Athena, the Greek goddess of gossip.
Thanks, Athena. Next at 8, we are previewing this weekend's 559 Fights event. Finally tonight, 559 Fights number 103 returns this weekend to Visalia. But new tonight, Michael Hernandez of MLH Media talks to Roman Guillen of Sandoval Legacy MMA in Madera. Guillen talks us through his comeback route to 559 Fights welterweight gold, the finish that brought him new hardware, and much more.
Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and I'm here today with the main event, 559 Fights 102's main event, the bantamweight champion, Jose Aguniga. How did it feel to get that victory in the cage, man?
It felt amazing. A lot of things going through my head, but getting the belt was like, I don't know, I don't have words for it.
You dedicated this victory after you said to Joel. Could you give us a little bit more of an explanation on that? I know you dealt with the loss earlier in your life, and it's motivated you to this point. Can you just delve into that and just show us like what exactly that has meant to you and what motivated you so far?
It motivated me a lot. My brother put me on the sport. Before, I never thought about doing MMA, but my brother always pushed me into that, and without him, I wouldn't be in the sport.
You definitely showed why you belong in that cage tonight with a victory, 29-28, and a very, very close fight. What were your thoughts after that final bell rung?
I'm not gonna lie. I just want to sit down. Honestly, my opponent was really great. He wasn't no slouch. He put me through the work. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys definitely both swang and bang in there, and we're trying to test out your striking, which is very interesting to see both of you guys dueling it out and really trying to throw those kicks, throw those strikes, and eventually going to the ground where you guys both live, man. How did you feel about everything? When can these fans expect to catch Jose Aguniga back in that cage again?
2024, I'll be coming back in. I'm hoping between February or maybe after February.
For that flyweight championship, possibly?
Hopefully.
As for tomorrow's fights, you can watch the action live on MyTV53. But quick programming note, you can only watch it on channel 7.5 in the Fresno area, as TV53 is still upgrading our signal. For our Bakersfield viewers, the fights can still be seen on KNXT 53. Let's get a final look at your weather. A warm-up and sunshine returns for the San Joaquin Valley this weekend. Highs will be in the low 60s, so enjoy that. And that does it for your news at 8. Have a great weekend. I'm Giovanna Casanova, and we will see you right back here next week. Good night.